This is Reese, and welcome to another video on RF Transit. Today, I'll be giving you an in-depth look into the Metro Purple Line, known as the D Line now. The Metro Purple Line opened up on January 30th, 1993, making it 30 years old today. It was originally considered a branch of the Red Line, but after 2006, it became known as the Purple Line. It runs from downtown LA with a terminus at Union Station and the other at Wilshire Western Station in Koreatown. The route covers 5.1 miles with a majority of the route running under Wilshire Boulevard and through downtown LA. It consists of 8 different stations. It is fully underground subway having no street crossings or above grade sections. This line opened up as a part of LA Metro's plan in the 1990s to add more rapid transit to the area of central Los Angeles, and having a rail connection was a great idea. It was originally supposed to be built all the way to the west side, but an unexplained methane explosion at Ross on 3rd Street gave way for then Congressman Henry Waxman to say that there was a methane zone and it was dangerous to build a line, forcing the end of the project. As it was not very popular with LA residents, but it was a great plan for the future. This made a very short spur of the line, only having 2 stations of its own and sharing 5 stations with the Red Line. Today, the line will be extended to Westwood, VA, as originally planned, but this will cost a lot more money and take a lot more time, opening a lot later than it was supposed to be expected, 30 years later. And when this extension opens up, Metro will have some new cars to replace the currently aging ones. Here are some images of these new train cars. Look quite nice. Kind of like a New York City subway style with an open interior, and then also much more modern. The Metro Purple Line runs between the hours of 4 a.m. and goes all the way to midnight. During peak times, the trains run at headways of 12 minutes, and past the time of 8 p.m., the train runs at a headway of 20 minutes. Between the Red Line and Purple Line together, pre-COVID numbers saw 133,413 boardings per weekday, and these numbers are expected to grow as they decline due to COVID. Here's some ratings on the line based on my own opinion from my experiences of me taking the line. This line does have quite a lot of delays, so I give it a 4 or 5 for efficiency, but it is one of the busiest in the system and in some of the busiest areas of Los Angeles. It has no street crossing, so it can go pretty fast and completely underground, which gives it a lot of positives. The location of the line, it does provide a pretty important service connecting downtown to central parts of Los Angeles. I think it's a great project, but since it's only a very short branch currently, only having 2 stations of its own, I can only give it a 4 or 5 and not reach a 5 of 5, which will be its full potential once the extension opens up. For cleanliness and safety line, I give it a 1 of 5. I've had many experiences on this line and on the Red Line, and riding the Metro Purple Line has not been very pleasant. There's a lot of homeless people who take it up as their place to live during this day or sleep around, and there's a lot of people using drugs, and it's not as safe in the platforms, but they are improving safety, as Metro has hired security guards for every station and the LAPD foot patrol, along with transit watchers who help people with the tap cards and all this information, so just more eyes in the train to be helpful. So I think it'll improve in the future. And then for the overall rating, I give this train a 3 of 5 because it does do a great deal, connecting a lot of people along Los Angeles, downtown to Koreatown, and in the future to Westwood. But since it's not have its full potential and it doesn't go all the way, only with 3 of 5 because it's really just a short spur, and those 2 stations aren't the greatest thing in the world. Like they're helpful, but there's not much else you can do besides go 2 stops, and you could take a bus or something else. So, and also with the cleanliness issues and the safety issues, I think I have to give it a 3 of 5. So here are some photos taken by me when I've ridden the line. talk about the future of the line. So, as I talked about in many parts of this video, the future line includes a connection all the way to Westwood VA Hospital. This will be done through expanding the line down Wilshire Boulevard and through many very high traffic business areas and people who live and commute through the area. Currently, there's a bus line, the Metro Rapid 720 and the 20, which connects this area, but a train will be much faster, eliminating a lot of wait time. This was the original plan, but it was sadly stopped, but the future is looking bright. There are 7 new stations to be included in this project, and they're all supposed to open in 2077 before the 2028 Olympics, so they can be used for the Olympics and stuff happens at UCLA and all across LA, so tourists and visitors alike can see LA. These 7 stations which will be opened are Wilshire La Brea, Wilshire Fairfax, Wilshire La Cienega, Wilshire Rodeo, Century City Constellation, Westwood UCLA, and Westwood VA Hospital. I'm excited for this new line to open and get the experience of riding this brand new train. So I hope you enjoyed my video today and come back to watch another one. Thank you.